Hey, this is Crystal Scarborough. How are you all? It is so beautiful out tonight, and thought I'll just drop in real quick. I typically don't get on a I think it's Tuesday evening, but I do wanted to touch bases with you just to check in and see how things are going. So I'm out here enjoying the the bit of daylight that we have left, but I'm thankful for the opportunity to do so. So, however, excuse me for moving this phone around. I'm trying to get comfortable so I can make sure that I am in my greatness when I talk about what I need to. Right? Thank you. But I wanted to let you know that I am putting together a workshop, and it is actually going to be on Facebook Live, and but it's going to be in a private group. So I'm looking for 8 women who is willing to tap into their womb, and when I say womb, I mean dig deep in order to sorry about that, in order to gain the more, not settling anymore for what is given to them, or even what it is that somebody told them that they had to settle for. So uh, allergies, really, I am trying to do my due diligence here. However, so I wanted to talk about there are several things that you will need for this workshop. And this workshop, again, is for women who want to be made uh, better, more healthier in their mindset, in their spirit womb. Um, so allowing it to grow so they can be better for themselves. So, what you will need is a mind for more. That's what you will need. You need a mind for more. And in order to get that, you will need to have an open mind. So you can't come, well, you can come, but you can't grow when you're trapped in the mindset of what was, what should be, what coulda, woulda, shoulda, um, because you stay in that comfort zone. And we're going to talk about that too. Many of us stay in that comfort zone because we don't want to change. We don't want to grow in any kind of way. Some have, well, I'm too old, I'm too young, I haven't lived my life, or I lived my life, so this is how I am, take me or leave me. Um, but it's that really having an open mind in order to grow to the next level. I heard someone previously talk about it. I guess it's a song. It's called Level Up. And so that's true. You can't level up if you don't have an open mind. So that's one. Number two, you got to, in order to have, when you have an open mind, you're receptive to a mind shift. Shifting your thoughts of how you look at yourself, how you look at the world, gives you a whole new perspective on life. And so having the mindset shift even helps you think about how you think about money. Not that, oh, I gotta have it, but maybe I gotta save it. I gotta invest in it. I gotta invest in myself in order for it to grow, even for myself to grow. So that's the mindset shift. And then you got to have an honest mind. Be honest about your thoughts. Be honest about your choices that you have been making. Be honest with yourself. Nothing or no one is made perfect, but without being honest, for an example, say somebody cut you off in the car and you say, "Oh, I'm really working on myself. I'm really trying to make it right." But the minute they cut you off and that finger go up, we really need to be honest with ourselves about the things that we say, the things that we do, in order for our mind to have more, to increase in it. Right now, it's just so compacted, like a trash compactor or something that is just so compacted that it can't, nothing else can fit in there. No goodness, no mercy, no grace, none of that. So that's number three. And the next one is having a hopeful mind, having hope that you can do this, having hope that you can allow your mind to have change take effect. The change becomes that lifestyle, just practicing it daily, and even when you catch yourself doing those old things, you have to be honest with yourself and say, you know what? I just really need to check my pulse because that should have never happened. So, again, number one is a mind for more. And underneath that mind for more comes an open mind, a mindset shift, an honest mind, and a hopeful mind. So what if in a hopeful mind, what if your mind determines, and it does, but the question I always ask one, what if your mind determines whether or not you can be blessed? And it does. So what are you going to do about that? How are you going to address that question? So think about it. What if your mind determines whether or not you can be blessed? So our thoughts is what determines whether we go left or whether we go right. So just think about that. And then also think of ways that you can have peace. So when those thoughts want you to go left, as we call it, she went left, or she went off, or he went off. Think of ways instead of going off, and that's reacting. Think of ways you can respond, and then respond in peace. And keeping an open mind, I believe you can do it. Okay? And then also, your mind governs your flesh. So that's actually number two. A mind for more, but in order to have more, you're going to have to take control, make intentional thoughts about what you say and what you do, because your mind governs the flesh. And if your mind has been set in a certain way for however long it is, that's how you're going to respond. I just want to share that I was flipping through something. I don't know if it was Facebook or YouTube. I'm not sure. But it was a lady on there, and her child did something. And so she got on Facebook. She took the child's phone, and she went through, and she was actually thinking that she was chastising her child. And I mean, I don't have anything to say about that. But what I want to say is that she did all this chastisement to the child, and whatever the child did. But she was on Facebook, eh, just cursing her mom out, and I'm looking like, where did the daughter get this from? So we have to really be careful if we're going to be an example to our children, for our children, in order for them to be examples for others. Then we really got to watch our actions. We really got to watch what we say and what we do, because we got all these eyes looking at us, and some people don't care. But to me, if that's my child, my loved one, someone I care deeply about, and that I'm needing to set an example for, that I'm going to watch what I say and what I do. No one's perfect. I hear you, and I know that. But we can sure try to make ourselves better. We don't have to continue in that continual cycle, hamster on the wheel, or you know, cussing everybody out every time something happened, and just fueling a fire. We don't have to do that. We can be peacemakers. We can be an example. Now, let me say this. I'm not saying that you're supposed to let nobody just do anything to you. Come on now. Work with me here. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I am talking about is change. Changing and growing your mind, a mindset shift, not how we were when we were 30, and if it was good for somebody else, it was good for me. Not necessarily. Sometimes we settle a whole lot. So we're going to talk about how the mind governs the flesh. Those are the feelings, the impulses, those driving forces, that we feel like this is what we need to do. This is what I have to do. Those driving forces of the need factor, of making excuses for ourselves, making excuses for our actions, making self-sabotaging. Oh, I wish I can do this, but I can't. And you have to ask yourself, why? Who said you can't? Just like, who said I can't get on here and talk? Who said that? Who said that I had to have $1 million to start a business? Who said that? Other people set standards for themselves, and then others follow. So if you have chosen to follow that standard, then yes, you're going to have these what we call limited beliefs. So I'm not pretty enough. My hair's not long enough. I'm too fat. I'm too thin. Whatever those things are. I'm not smart enough. Or even, well, I'm not Wonder Woman. I can't do everything. No one asked you to. So I want you to think about those things, the need factors. Ask yourself, what do you really need? And after what we do is we say we need this, and then we tell ourselves this lie why we need it. And then we begin to question ourselves because we don't have it. So it's the need, the lie, and the question. All those things are what you call driving forces in our minds that really sums all this up, what I'm just speaking about. So I want to talk to you guys about the driving forces and having a mind for more. So I just wanted to jump on here real quick to let you know that I am putting together a workshop, as I mentioned, Crystal Scarborough, She Circle, which She stands for Strengthening Healing Experience. And we're going to, 8 women, and we're going to experience this healing together. We've all been broken in some way in our lives. It could stem from our childhood. It could stem even to never anything in our childhood has happened. But as we got older, things, relationship, rejection, fear, the lack of awareness. So it put us in this brokenness box, and we're struggling to get out. Like something like I remember growing up when we were outside catching the little fireflies. I guess they light up, and we put them in a glass jar, and they just light up. But the thing about it, we held them captive, and that's where we are in our minds. So we want to set those fireflies, just like the butterflies. We want to set them free from out of us, so we can be all that we are called to be. Because there's greatness inside, and I want the greatness to come out of me, and I want the greatness to come out of you. So I hope that you will join me, my Facebook page. So make sure that you watch, because the next thing that's coming is a registration. Again, I need 8 women who are, it's free training, that want to be set free, free from bondage. Because I'm going to be transparent, like for myself, and I hope it helps you. I go to church every Sunday. I praise the Lord. I pray. I I do try in every intention of me to live my life according to the word. I'm not perfect by no means, like I said. But when I come out of church, what do I do? Who do I turn to? Not all of us have someone that we could turn to. Not all of us are so close to the pastor where we got the pastor's phone number or the first lady or the mother of the church or whomever. And then we have those who say they are Christians and they go to church, but these people will cut you in a minute. And you know what I'm saying. So I just want to give us a safe place to come together, share our stories, so we can create a mindset for us, a mindset shift, so we can have a mind for more, so we can be better women for ourselves, because we got to love ourselves first. I mean, really love ourselves, so we won't fall for anything. And then we can reach out to our fellow men, women, and pull them in. All right? So, Crystal Scarborough, look me up on Facebook and be looking for the date and maybe something else that's coming along with it. I got to see if you're going to watch it. Be looking out for it because it's coming real soon. So be ready. All right. Love you guys, and there's nothing you can do about it. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.